into it with a Taliyah.
They were watching game 1 of Afrika versus Kongdoo, and they're like, well, Nautilus Taliyah is pretty nice. And not to mention there are a nice bit of other stuns mixed in, the Cocoon, the Bubble from Nami. So I do like it, adding that into the composition. Very excited to see Lucian again. We'll see if he can be as effective as Kramer was, but I feel like that matchup was definitely a little bit more even compared to the Soul versus Deft matchup, not even including the supports into that one.
Definitely going to be a discrepancy in bottom. And when we're looking at the team compositions across the board, there is some potential for chaos to break out in the bottom lane with that Lucian-Nami dynamic versus the Varus Alistar. But Elise is going to need to do something in mid and bottom lane, so I'm expecting a lot of mid and bot-centric play out of Punch. But Score doesn't actually need to do anything. Score can power farm, wait until Mata has his mobility boots and can roam, and then they can coordinate 3- and 4-man dives onto Edge in the mid lane and enable Pawn to get ahead, and then they can sit back and power farm because the scaling is definitely on their side.
Yeah, so taking a look at the comps here before we go into game 1, Maokai, Graves, Orianna, Varus, and Alistar. Yes, you are seeing that right.
And now for Kongdoo Monsters, Nautilus, Elise, Taliyah, Lucian, and Nami.
Gonna be a pretty fun one. Excited to get into this first game. We'll see if Kongdoo is going to put up a fight, or will they just lay down and take it against a superstar team in KT. Really looking to prove a lot of people wrong. We'll see if they can actually do it here going into game number 1 of KT versus Kongdoo Monster. Question mark ping up top as he doesn't really know that Smeb is in this, and Roach using a lot of his cooldowns. And here we go, this might be first blood, trying to get onto Roach. There is that twisted advance, the flash away into Dredgeline, trying to block that. Nice depth charge to get Score up, a flash will come out, and that will be first blood going over to Score on the grade.
Might be warded, and then he dashes, but Pawn.
Oh boy, yeah, running straight into a warded brush. Mistake, somebody gets caught, stuff like that, but generally early on they look pretty good. Hold that thought, a bit of a trade here, the wall coming out as well. Score coming from behind, and oh man, just bursted off the map there by Edge. Nice combo. Score will bite the dust. Punch is...
Punch, I don't think he knows that he wasn't in the front.
What was that? Oh, man. Okay, well, here we go. I mean, they see Punch, and KT kind of assumes that the rest of them are with him. Mata's going deep, and he catches out Punch. Immediately, the tidal wave comes out. I hope that teleport will be canceled. There it is. 1,500. Will Score get it? No. Punch is going to take the second dragon there, and Pawn actually gets engaged to Pawn. Ed's getting pretty low, trying to be burst down here by KT, but they just barely don't have enough damage. This is being turned around so huge onto KT right now. Smeb going to eat that damage. There comes the culling. Flash forward from Roach. He's just so close to hitting that dredge line. Cocoon, oh man, skirting by Score.
Items. Wonderful item, by the way, Brendan. I don't know if you've seen those before.
Oh, I love it. Look at this, though. Mata, he is going man mode. Cougar is going to disappear. Soul, though, he's trying to go 1v5. It's almost working out here. And he's going to take out Soul, or rather Mata as well. Smeb in a really bad spot is going to go down double kill. That will definitely open up this Baron now, even with Score still on the map. What's supposed to happen?
I wish I could take a photo. Some of them just have their mouths open. Like, what's happening?
So I think I saw maybe like 2 or 3 people clapping. Oh man, Depth totally gets locked up right there in the front. That is a huge pick for Kongdoo Monster. They're easily going to be able to get this inhibitor now. They don't even go for that Infernal Drake. They can get that later. And KT, they've just said, okay, this is our one shot. And they might just get it. Big knock up onto Soul. If they can burst him down, that would be huge. Down he goes. And will they continue forward? No, the tidal wave will push everybody back and not allow them. So they pick up 1 member. Not so bad. Soul is definitely a great guy to get, but Edge pushing in the mid-tier too. Respond to this, they're going to engage onto Soul, who immediately QSS is out. They're going to knock him up. Down goes the inhibitor. Edge is coming from the bottom. Where's that Weaver's Wall? It's behind everyone. Smeb will eventually go down. Just being totally shredded. And there is that Guardian Angel respawns into the kill. And it just doesn't look like KT can stand up to this team right now. Way too far ahead is Kongdoo with the triple Infernal, looking to end this one out. That's going to be all 3 inhibitors going down.
And without Smeb, I don't think that there's any hope anyway. Kongdoo look to finish the next turret, but they do pick up a kill onto Edge.
That they do, but at the same time, Def going down. Soul almost taking turret damage there from the pool. Down goes Mata, and down will go the last 2 turrets. Kongdoo Monster desperately trying to get some more kills and pad their KDA. That hasn't been so good so far. That's going to be game number 1, going over to Kongdoo Monster over KT. Yeah, offer some extra engage as well.
So they got what they were looking for. They, for the most part, have every single matchup is going to be extremely snowbally, aggressive, gears to go aggressive. And this is the type of stuff that they would bring out if they were looking to just plow through Kongdoo and not give them any breathing room or control. So we'll see what they can do with it, as Elise has a lot of options in every single lane, but because it's a red side Elise, with Red Nautilus, Red Syndra, lots of playmaking potential anytime that she enters into that red side jungle, which is so juicy because of the Raptors and the Krugs.
This is really going to be a big test to Kongdoo. You know, was it a fluke? Was it just a one-time thing that, you know, maybe KT dropped the ball? Or is this the sign of Kongdoo and their return to their Caspa Cup level, where they were just really clean, wiping the floor with teams? If they can win against this kind of composition that KT is really strong with, then maybe these guys are actually coming back.
Well, one last look at the team composition. Gragas, Lee Sin, Orianna, Ezreal, and Zyra for Kongdoo Monsters. So a little bit more of an emphasis on a 2-item spike for this team. And on the flip side, though, for KT, Nautilus, Elise, Syndra, Ashe, and Karma, they can get the ball rolling with just 1 item. Yeah. And they have a lot more power inside of their punch with just the components to the items. So it'll be interesting to see if Kongdoo Monsters can stabilize, but we're going into game.
Yeah, let's see how this is going to go down. Game 2 of KT versus Kongdoo Monster.
All the pressure that Score put onto mid and the roam with Mata to support definitely opened stuff up, and now Smeb's here, and they're looking to make some stuff happen. He's probably just going to flash ulti. Yep.
There's the flash, and the flash out of Edge, but there's that dredge line, and the power unleashed grants first blood to Pawn. They know that they are there. No flash, though, on Edge, and Punch is here, and the knockup once again onto Edge. He cleanses. Oh, the shockwave completely misses. Punch, he ties up Score, but Smeb and Pawn are able to pick up the kill anyway. Ezreal, Soul. Punch, oh wow, flash over the wall, and even before the kick could get off, that's going to be a kill. And finally, Pawn, maybe he's heard some of the criticism. He's like, okay, time to show up. And Smeb going 1v2 here with the help of Score nearby, but
they're looking fantastic here. 18 minutes, almost a 5K gold lead. They have the Mountain Drake, they have the Ocean Drake. If they take a team fight right here, that probably means they get Herald too.
Well, Cougar just gets popped there. Oh, nice. Dredge line to knock him up. There's the knock up onto Punch. Will there be a follow-up? There's the stun into Cocoon, and that should be the end of his life. Shockwave comes out, but it's just not enough damage. Edge has been so crippled from the beginning of this game. Roach, he's like, screw you guys, I'm getting bottom turret. It's a very enlarged beat stick that he's holding right now. And, well, they do get the knock-up here onto both Pawn, and huge wombo combo picks up 2 members of KT.
Take a team fight because they don't have a reliable way in. Because of all these nooks and crannies, Smeb can't get a perfect angle, and here comes the caster curse.
Oh man, that was so many flashes used. There's the Cocoon onto Soul. He will actually be able to flash away. Get away. Here's Roach, kind of locked up Smeb. Can they actually turn this one around? It looks like Roach getting too low. So many flashes being used right now. Big amount of damage onto Deft for the follow-up. Take a look. Oh, they want to go onto Score. Really nice pick there by Roach.
Those double Ocean Drakes actually doing a little bit of work as they ran over to the Baron.
And with the double mount.
Okay, yeah, that double mountain.
Can they engage here? The answer is no. Baron is taken. And actually the counter engage punch, but in comes the flash. They want a knockback score. It didn't quite work. But Smeb all the way in the front will flash over. It looks like he might lose his life, or at least his guardian angel. Oh, what? He popped Roach over. The shockwave comes up, and down goes Pawn, actually. Pretty early on, Smeb trying to be a hero.
Kongdoo's turning it.
They are. Looks like the rest of KT will be able to disengage with the Baron, but definitely going to make it pretty strong. Oh man, Edge also going to eat that. There's the flash cocoon, and down he does go. Really nice enchanted crystal arrow there, out of depth.
And that might actually be all she wrote. They have teleport on Smeb. If they can get this inhibitor and then aggro the 2 Nexus turrets, they can use Smeb's teleport to lock them up.
Ooh, playing it safe.
Yep, they're playing it super safe. Instead, they're just going to opt to rotate down to bottom. They have a wave incoming. They have Baron buff still on other members. Smeb the only one, or one of the only ones without it. Now they're going to get bottom tier 2 turret. They're going to further extend their gold lead.
And I mentioned the 2 Ocean Drakes, but I definitely should have mentioned the 2 Mountain Drakes too, because these turrets basically don't exist. And nice hook there onto Roach, follow up. And down will go the inhibitor as well. Will they go for the counter engage? Edge did just respawn. Roach, though, eating so much damage. The stun coming out. Big cast there. Can they knock up anyone? Shockwave will hit score, but he gets redemption. And now Edge is going to eat it. And oh, man. Kongdoo, they're trying their heart out to make this work, but it is just not going to. Arrow does go wide. And Smeb is getting pretty confident right now. KT looking to end this one.
They might be able to. Last Nexus turret falls, but Kongdoo, they're fighting.
They're fighting so hard.
Yep.
But that's going to be all she wrote. Game number 2 will go over to KT Rolster, and as they tie it up 1-1. I've seen this before, I think, on Tuesday or Sunday last week.
The thing about the Zed or the Echo is that it has so much synergy with the Shen, and it's an extremely powerful 2v2 with the Lee Sin. All that you really need to do is protect and escort Echo a little bit in the matchup, and then things can really snowball out of control.
I'm excited to see this Ahri versus Syndra lane. Played it a bit myself. It's kind of interesting. You just sit back, you can poke a little bit, but landing the charm is really, I mean, I guess that's for a lot of Ahri matchups where it's like, okay, I land a charm, I can get into a fantastic spot. Cleanse is going to be picked up by Pawn just for that case. Obviously, lots of other threats that he can cleanse out of on the side of Kongdoo Monster as the game goes on. It makes sense.
But KT yet again with the hyper aggro team composition. And they're going to try to bring Kongdoo Monsters down, just like they did in game number 2, and we'll see if they can do it. Nautilus, Kha'Zix, Syndra, Varus, and Karma for them on the blue side.
Really scared of Smeb's Nautilus again.
Now Roach on that Shen, Lee Sin, Ahri, Ashe, and Zyra.
Definitely a nice bit of pick potential on their side as well. And this is going to be the lineups for game number 3. So we'll see if Kongdoo can pull off the almost impossible and take out KT from their position. Or will KT get the 2-1 victory? Edge is sitting on a ward right now.
May have just been more pings in this 1 minute than in an NALCS match.
Uh-oh, Edge. Oh boy. Where are you going to go from here? He's forced to flash. The slow does come down if he can land that dredge line. This guy's dead meat. He doesn't even need the dredge line. Going to give this one over to Pawn. That will be first blood at 1 minute. Players like to push in a wave like a Syndra can and then go roam. But we don't really see him doing it. It looks like, okay, he's just trying to burst him out. Edge, he's coming in though. Misses the charm though in the totally wrong way though, but a huge play there by Punch. This should be the pickup. And Sandy Netty coming in onto Edge. Score almost getting into a pretty dangerous situation at the same time.
I was getting all warmed up.
Oh, nice arrow here on Tamada. Will be rooted. Does get the flash away from the ultimate, though. Punch coming in. There's the kick and the Sonic Wave. Nice follow-up. Now, can Punch get away is the question. Looks like he should easily be able to. Nice setup there by Kongdoo. Question is Roach going to identify this? Question mark ping is going down. He sees him. But it doesn't. Okay, it looks like, yeah, he kind of knows here. He's got to taunt away. Flashes the stun. The Unleashed Power come out. Will it be enough? One more hit will do it, yes. It will just barely be enough, so they do get that. But at the same time, First Blood turret in the bot lane goes over to Kongdoo. Okay, they're gonna try to set this up onto Roach. They've been looking for this for a while, and here comes the depth charge. Will taunt away. And Roach, I mean, he doesn't have all that much armor, so really just so much lockup here, and he will be taken out. Okay, the lockup here from Googer. He wants to delay as much as possible. The TP coming in from Smeb. Will they get there on time? Looks like they might just be able to. This is so razor thin. It's picked up, though, by Punch, and down goes Mata at the same time. Soul, can he survive is the question. Charm is going to lock up Smeb. It doesn't look like he will survive, though. So they're going to get the Baron, in fact, and only trade 1-for-1. So a huge pickup there by Kongdoo.
That they're not willing to wait.
Oh, look at this in the back. The exhaust comes out. It will be enough to stop him. So, oh man, he's so close to going down. Meanwhile, Googer on the other side. Okay, Roach will take out Mata. Deft gets extremely low, and Kongdoo looking for more kills. Here comes Punch over the wall. Will be able to land that Sonic Wave. Deft desperately trying to get away the recall. It's not going to happen. Punch coming on in. Just going to kick him in the face for good measure. That's 3 kills to Kongdoo Monster.
He was going to find a flank. Gets a ton of damage.
Oh, and they find Deft in the front, the knockup. Will it be enough damage? Just barely it will be, and Roach gets into the back line. Pawn in a lot of trouble here as well. Mata is going to be charmed. There's the Sonic Wave to clean up. Double kill going over to Punch. The rest of KT should follow suit. Double kill to Edge in the mid lane on this Ahri. And unbelievable plays by Kongdoo right now.
They're going to be able to push this on and get an inhibitor. Don't think that they can get the game, but they might be able to. If they go for it, they have the teleport on Roach. They can lock up a minion.
I think they can do this. 10 seconds left on Mata, 12 for Deft.
They got
score. They get score. Unbelievable. This might just be the end of the game, and it could be the 2-1. Edge lives, and they're going to be able to do it. The second Nexus turret goes down, and down will go the Nexus. What am I saying? A 2-1 victory to Kongdoo Monster over KT.